I don't fully understand, why does an atheist value rationality so intensely?
Why doesn't everybody value rationality? Is there anything more valuable than rationality?
Do
like
you value rationality?
Rationality is this notion that I would like to be right about the universe. I would like my internal model to be supported by evidence and be as accurate as possible. Who wouldn't want that?
What about, so that I can see how that makes sense for you, but what about
oh my God,
people who just believe, no, sorry, I do actually want to know.
It's called logic. It's the basis. It doesn't just make sense to me. It makes sense to all of us. It makes sense to you too. Do you not value rationality?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, then let's stop pretending that it just makes sense to me. What's more important than rationality?
I'm a fan of rational thinking.
What's more important than rationality?
Totally. I'm going to argue. Well, no, I'm not going to argue. I would say faith, but the reason I'm calling.
Okay, we can pause. So by faith.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I was hoping to carry the conversation in a different direction, but we can go.
Too late. What do you mean by faith? Because you just said faith is more important than rationality. And as far as I'm concerned, faith is the excuse people give for believing things when they don't have a good reason. And therefore, faith is gullibility. Is there any position that one could not justify by appealing to faith?
I'm actually not sure if I would say faith is more important than rationality. I don't know.
You did say faith is more important than rationality. Are you retracting that?
I think I might be, yes.
Okay, then what's more important than rationality?
I'll just say, rationality is the most important right now.
Cool. So your question that you called in to ask us is, why is an atheist rationality so important? And my answer is because by your own admission, it's the most important thing.
Okay. What I was hoping to ask is not why is it important to you? Why is it important to you that, I worded that weird. Why is it important to you that other people have absolute rationality? What's the harm for people who just believe in whatever they want and maybe it does get them killed? Why is that important to you?
Because I have to share space with them, and because I care about them, and because their lives impact my life. And so if you are so irrational that you go walking across the street and get hit by a bus, but you don't have the money to pay for your medical bills, the rest of us are going to have to pay for that. Mm-hmm. If you don't accept that there's a pandemic going on and you decide that you're just going to trust God and not wear a mask and not social distance, then you are the reason why we have over 300,000 Americans dead and are setting new records. I'm not saying you specifically. I care that other people are rational because what they do has an impact on my life as well.
And we don't like seeing people get killed.
What about? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I totally agree with that. What about for people whose ideas don't harm anyone? They're completely
like what?
Neutral for them.
How can you differentiate what's harmful or not? Because anything can be harmful in a certain light.
Can it?
Yeah, love can be harmful. Yes.
What do you think can't be harmful?
Pantheism and all of their gods in their pantheistic idea are just loving and caring and want the best for people. Because
if that's not true, then what we have is someone who believes something that's not true, and their belief is going to inform their actions, and they're going to take actions based on an assumption that something is true when it's not. Beliefs have consequences, and beliefs inform actions, and those actions have consequences on others. And more importantly, the person who believes that in whatever benign thing you want, if it's not in fact true, then their brain used a heuristic to evaluate that claim and wrongly came to the conclusion that that claim is true. Now that claim itself may not directly be a negative, but the heuristic that resulted in the incorrect belief, that is a big problem, because we don't just think about one thing one way and one thing another. The process by which we evaluate whether or not something is likely to be true or not gets used over and over again. So if you have a heuristic in your brain that leads consistently to this one false belief, how many other false beliefs is it leading to?
And how are those bad for those people?
He just explained it. If you believe things that are not true, that belief itself isn't harmful. The fact that you can believe things that aren't true means that you can't necessarily differentiate other things that are true or not true that could be harmful.
I would say I can see your point on how if you have a faulty reasoning in one aspect, that can spread to others. I still have more questions and I'd like to call later, but I can that's
Please do.
That point for you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again, really.